स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्निर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Namaste to you all. Bhagavad Gita, one of the important scriptures in our individual life, collective social life of national and global level of needs. We saw in our last class the purpose of first chapter. We began the first shloka and it is still lingering there, but we are entering into certain details, essential and which we don't get elsewhere. So, why this first chapter when Arjuna alone is talking and Krishna begins his sermon from the next second chapter? Most of the authors translating and most of the acharyas avoid the first chapter because nothing belongs to Krishna. It's all Arjuna's, looks like blah blah, but has great significance. We saw in our last class how it samsara. What is samsara? Where are we? Samsarati. The whole thing is depicted. How that despondency comes in everybody's life. And life itself is a constant war field and war going on. So here we see the second purpose of the first chapter is to introduce a perfect teacher and a perfect student. Important things. You see what Arjuna was there, always alert and running about to know. Even in the Mahabharata serial and all, you see, when Guru is teaching, he is there at all times. He is teaching someone else, he is there sitting. He says, it is not your class, please go. He says, no, my teacher is teaching. It is my part to sit here. So all are playing, he is there. So this kind of teacher and student. So here we are being introduced to the highest form of teachers, how a teacher should be, what a teacher should be, and what a student should be. How this student, how he inspires, how he awakens from within, how he makes him express his innermost, bringing the chariot in between itself, where he parks, to pour out his heart, what is hidden behind the screen. He is all force and full of spirit of war, ready to fight. But Krishna opens the inner apartment and so shows what you are, look within. So otherwise our erring and moving in the samsara will never end. So we see in the second part of the first chapter is introducing a perfect teacher, and Bhagavad Gita stands as an important scripture for the whole humanity. It is not limited to Indians or Hinduism. Hinduism, as it is, includes all religions and is there in every religion in some form or other. And it doesn't distinguish between the aspects of God or the paths that it is from the ancient times, from the Vedic times. Ekam sadvipra bauda vadanti. One truth people take and say in different ways and approach in different ways, attain in different ways, but the truth is one. So that the scripture to become a universal scripture and important part is to be a guideline for the humanity, entire humanity. The Guru must be an enlightened soul. Why enlightened? You see, all the sages of Vedic sages are all enlightened. What is this enlightenment? Enlightenment is where ego dissolves and the truth stands. Total destruction of ego. Ego works in different ways, binding itself, binding others, binding scriptures, binding religion, binding spirituality, everything that binds and keeps. This is this, this is this. All freedom is gone. When ego dissolves, everything is free. And what he utters is the words of God. An enlightened soul, because of the absence of his ego, he becomes a mouthpiece of God. Vedas are, that's why we don't consider Veda as been told by any sage or any enlightened person. It is what comes from the higher powers directly. We may have a tap in the lowest part of the house, but what water comes in from the topmost surface of the roof where the tank is kept. So like that, the Vedic truths are flowing there, and a guru must be such a guru that he is able to be mouthpiece of God. And Bhagavad Gita, you see, not mouthpiece of God, God himself is speaking. What to speak of this one, when God himself speaks directly to humanity and to everyone. When Swamiji says his soul is potentially divine, the goal is to manifest this inner divinity. It is not Swamiji's words. It is God's words coming through Swamiji's mouth. The same truth has been there from ancient times, flowing down, being expressed and told by different people in different ways and according to time, needs of the time. And God includes in a different way how the people must be roused to the higher human consciousness of accepting the truth as it is. So we see here, God, what is this God? He is omniscient. He knows everything. The war, what is going to happen, what for this war, why the conflict. Whenever there is a conflict, whenever there is a war, whenever there is a commotion in the brain and in heart of even an individual, it is the commotion is there to come to the resting point. Throw a stone in the still water, how it gets agitated, you see. What for? To come back to rest. Each one transfers its energy, put externally to the next particle. It moves. Each particle moves up and down slowly. After a few minutes, you will see again that same still water. Why that commotion was there? To come back to the stillness. So this war, Krishna knows it is for peace. So he participates wholeheartedly in it and guides, taking Arjuna as the nimitta, an occasion. He teaches all souls, just like Swamiji's message is message for humanity. Like that, what Krishna says is eternally, it is there forever. Whether people change, society change, any change, things change, the even smritis may change time to time. The Shruti, what has been heard from God, remains as it is because it is eternal truths pertaining to human existence on this earth, directly governed by nature. In nature's laws governing human life. The whole Hinduism is dependent on it. That's why it's called Sanatana Dharma, and it is going to be there forever as long as nature has its own laws. So this is what we see. God is omnipresent, is there everywhere, omniscient, he knows everything, and is omnipotent, is all capable, and more than everything, omnicompassionate. An eternal source of love, mercy, and compassion. So we see here, and when we come to Vedas again, the Guru's qualities are being discussed or told. Shrotriya, Brahmanishta, Akamahata, Avrajina, four important characteristics of a perfect Guru. Whom do we call a perfect Guru? He must be, according to Vedas, he must be Shrotriya, expert and deeply known and understood to be the spiritual truths, scriptural truths. He knows all of the scriptures. Now, when we say scriptures, it comes to a thing, scripture. The truths that are eternal truths told in each religion, maybe partial in some religion, maybe full in some religions, but it is there in all religions. They have their own scriptures, and the scripture he must be knowing their intention, their import, their essence, and possess the knack of infusing these truths in the disciple. Shrotriya is not only knows, but he knows how to awaken that in the disciple's heart. The truth is there. I know, but I cannot teach. I don't know how to awaken it in others. Then he is not yet a Shrotriya. Shrotriya means he knows every bit of scriptures, its inner content. What does it need? What is the intention of telling? What is behind the words? That truth he knows, its import. What is it going to do? Its essence. How I have to utilize in food I eat is not for food, but it is the essence which goes, the waste is thrown out. The throwing out part is there, essence is there. He knows the essence. He knows how to make it infuse in the disciple's heart. So then we see the Shrotriya is knowing and make others know. Then second quality it prescribes is Brahmanishta. He is not only realized soul, but is established in it. Sthira. He is established in it. And this getting established in a state, like Sri Ramakrishna, you see, in every field, whether it is bhakti or jnana or vairagya, or you see the ultimate and totally It is, you cannot differentiate between Sri Ramakrishna and Vairagya. You cannot differentiate Sri Ramakrishna and Bhakti or his Jnana. He is one with it. So it's called Nishtha. He is Stha from Sthada Dhatu, Nishtha. He is established in it. Then Akamahata, smitten by desires. He is Akamahata. He is not struck by, an arrow has been left and arrow struck a person. That striking is not there. That is got stuck inside is not there. Akamahata is not smitten by desires. He has no desires. He has no selfishness. He has no self-centered living. He belongs to everyone. And the whole Akama, he is free from all types of impurities and imperfections that we find in every human. Only thing he expects is his disciple should realize God. Only expectation. I am initiating him, I am taking him, I am sacrificing for him. Only desire he has is, he has finished his part, and his desire, he just waits for his disciple to reach the perfection. Then the next is Avrajina, that is sinless. He is sinless to the core and radiates constantly purity, bliss and peace. He has no sin up to the deep depth of his core and to the outermost skin. Nowhere there is sin. Avrajana, sinless. So pure. When a child is born, it seems to be pure, but he carries within him what is going to unfold as he grows. All dirt is within, which is carrying for many lives, but he has none. When he leaves the body also, nothing remains. It is Brahman. When he is in the body also, nothing affects. He is Brahman. So he radiates purity. You see, you get purity. Just like Ganga is Pavana, seeing, meeting, talking, living with him makes us pure, Avrajana. So these four qualities we see, and these are of universal application. It is not limited to place, time, or region, or religion. It is universal. It gets applied to everywhere. A teacher, spiritual teacher, how he should be. These are the four important qualities. And Eastern tradition, our Hindus, Buddhism and all this Eastern tradition always insist on getting a guide or a teacher. Always go with Guru, walk with Guru. He is one of the, especially when we come to Vedanta, it's an absolute necessary that you must have a Guru, because the working of nature is very complicated. We do not know how the nature works within and without. From outside, nature is working upon us. From inside, our own nature is there working. We don't know how the secrets of nature, how it works. How can we overcome this nature? We do not know. And what is truth? What is Brahman? What is God? What is Antaryamin? Everything is beyond our axis. Only words are there in our brain because we have heard in the scriptures. But nothing we know in reality. So we don't know how to enter the realm of spirit or what this realm of spirit represents. So it is inaccessible to us. And on the other side, our past, our present, our future is unknown to us. What is going to be tomorrow? We don't know. What we have been in last lives or lives before, we do not know. We don't know about ourselves, nor of this world, nor of God. So, without Guru, how can we go ahead without? It is not when he comes also, Yam comes to Thakur. Thakur says, you are a man of knowledge. How is your wife? Means avidya. And Vidya there comes into picture. And Thakur says, you are a man of wisdom and knowledge. She is ignorant, he uses the term. And you are a man of knowledge. Then he goes and analyzes. Is it mathematics or geography or history that I can read? And it is Brahma Vidya, about which everything is dark. What is the subject also is unknown too. We have to sit at the feet of Guru and learn. So this we see, Guru is, the teacher is necessary. From ancient times we have been constantly hearing this. One phrase, teacher is necessary, exemplar is necessary, exemplar. He must be able to, he must be an example. He himself is an example of what it is. Exemplar is needed, and goal and idea must be always shining in our awareness. A part of awareness, my goal and what I am going to attain. That must be always in our awareness. The trucks are moving, it is disturbance is there, sorry. So this is all the times on this earth, on the opposite things you see. This is the Guru tradition and all that. Throughout the past or at any times you see on this earth, there have been unqualified teachers in maximum numbers. It's a tragedy that unqualified teachers are there at all times. In our times, unfortunately, now and then, here and there, we hear some scandals also. There has been exploitation and wrong teaching by the so-called teachers, and it is there in all traditions, not only Hinduism or this or that, or in all fields of education. This is a religion and spirituality is also one of the education like. In all fields of education we see this. And they too have followers, devotees, disciples, everything is there. This we can avoid if we know these four qualities. Shrotriya, Brahmanishta, Akamahata, Avrajina. These four qualities if you know, then it will be very nice and it will be very beneficial for all of us to avoid such things. And Sri Ramakrishna makes us conscious and cautious that Sachidananda, he could repeat, God alone is Guru. Sachidananda alone is Guru. And the other gurus are just its images. So tally with the Swarupa of the Rupa always, or accept the Swarupa and leave the Rupa. Then he says, one's own mind will become Guru when it is purified. From within you start getting the answer. From within it will start guiding your path. So we see mind itself, Sri Ramakrishna says this, mind itself will become Guru. The purity of heart and purity of mind intuits for God, intuits from within. If your mind is pure and your heart is pure. So this is mind becoming Guru. So this we see, and being Shrotriya and Akamahata in Guru, and Avrajina. Shrotriya means he knows the scriptures and its ins and outs. Akamahata is not smitten by desires, he has no more desires. And then Avrajina, he is sinless. These three qualities in a Guru impart and assure that Guru is authentic and genuine. And the third, Brahmanishta gives him the authority to teach. It makes difference between Dharma Guru and Adhyatmika Guru. The Dharma Guru is the teacher, the religious teacher and spiritual teacher. There is a great difference. Religious teacher gives us the precepts. And this is like this is like this, restrictions and this and that, how to live, how to sit, how to do the rituals, all these things he will teach. To the religious level, he teaches precepts and philosophies. He backs these religious things through philosophies according to their tradition and religion. Now, spiritual teacher is entirely different. He sees the inner part of the disciple, his spiritual structure, his spiritual status. What is he? His karmic load, his vasanas. All this he sees, spiritual teacher explains the way by which he can overcome the obstacles in the spiritual path. And those karmas which stand in the path of the spiritual life, which by himself is unable to overcome, the Guru takes upon himself. So this is the part of the spiritual teacher. Now you see how Sri Krishna fulfills all these needs in the life of Arjuna, how he protects, how he gives the ultimate, the Vishwarupa Darshana. Whole thing, unfolding, clearing, whole thing. And this is the one thing. And what happened? The West, we are in the Western region, US and all you people especially. The West, the concept of Guru has not been there at all. The Guru Parampara, the Guru initiations, these things we don't find. And they are unaware of these four qualities. Shrotriya, Brahmanishta, Akamata, Avrajina. Is unaware, they are unaware of it. And after Swami Vivekananda laid his feet on the US soil to proclaim to the world of spirituality and give the message of divinity of man to the world, the commotion that created in the West, the whole thing, new awareness, the unimaginable. The whole West and everybody was thinking Hinduism as just a remnants of barbarism. Suddenly awakens to the reality. The whole commotion, every newspaper here, there, Indian standards, everything is reflecting Swami Vivekananda and its truth. Vedanta. Then slowly it attracted all the other preachers and teachers. So we see them, how many people, they started moving towards the West to preach. Once Swami Vivekananda laid his feet, the whole thing changed. And so many people followed and went to the West to begin this teaching. Vedanta and this and that. Small exercises, there's so many things. And yoga also came into the picture to highlight And these people started, but how many can we expect? They have these four qualifications. Perhaps one or two in hundreds. So this we see, and this in the West also, with these gurus, teachers coming in this one, the Westerners had a fad to have a guru. They did not try to know their worth or their capability. And they started, the West passed through at times when most of the Westerners, they wanted to have a teacher, spiritual teacher, a guide, and move with them. Which, as a trend, in a small degrees, in presently also we see in the West, they entertain whoever comes with great love and care because of the reflection of the Swamiji's message, and things are still there. The seekers are not aware of the qualifications. So what they seek, they don't get. They don't get the fulfillment. So to decide the proficiency, perfection, authority to preach, to be a preceptor is unknown to them. So they don't get the expected results, and some adverse effects will be there. Disastrous things also happen, and a few scandals that happen, very few scandals that happen in all traditions, they all get added to it, and then the awareness changes. General suspicion regarding every guru begins. Any guru means this first thing is, should I go or not? And this got blended with the Western understanding of the trend, rather, of claiming independence, which even Easterners are acquiring it. It's flowing into the East also, to be independent, not to be dependent, not to bow down, but to be independent. This got added, and we are now in the 2025, and we see that most of the people feel there is no need of guru at all. There is no need of teacher, there is no need of guide, spiritual life. We can read books, see videos, learn from the internet and Google many things, and have our own ideas, formulate our own, whatever suitable mantras we can take, and formulate our own procedure. We can sit and meditate, and that is what is the need of the gurus at all. Most of the people feel this intensely. Nice. On the surface it looks very nice. It is reasonable, it looks safe and good. But huge momentum of the past is pushing us, dragging us into the world of enjoyments. The moment we enter, we slip down and start falling. And there is no escape. Who is there for us then? When the vasanas, tendencies, past tendencies engulf, we have no other way. Inner desires, kama, krodha, lobha, all these wake up and show their ugly faces, grabbing us from all sides. Who is there to protect us? Where is the antidote? Where from do we get? This understanding we don't have. When ego dominates and we are thinking nobody can stand in front of me, and ground is leaving its way. Who is there to help us? Who is there to hold us from the fall? And when we are fallen, who is there to console us, my child, don't be afraid. I am there with you at all times to tell who is there. Who is there to take like a care, like a mother taking care? Who is there to bless us, to take care of us? All this we see, and the soul covered with darkness, it is passing through many, many lives through this samsara. In every life, who is there? If Guru is not there, and Guru alone accompanies lives after lives, nobody else come. And path is very, very long, passing through many lives, and tedious. Guru accompanies throughout the long journey. Don't we need a Guru now? And look at the sacrifice of the Guru. Superhuman being, full of love, compassion, and sacrifice. Yes, time is passing. But today it is enough. I think we'll be able to enter into the disciples' qualities in the next class. Here we must remember Thakur gives two important instructions. The frog, if you get a wrong Guru, it will be like a ordinary snake, thin and lean, which has caught a huge frog in the mouth. It can neither spit nor swallow, and they both are suffering. And the another example he gives is a log. A log can take huge amount of people. If anybody is on the stick, if he climbs, the stick also drowns, and the person who climbs also. These two warnings he gives. All right, we will end today for this. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavikraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamedhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.